Here are some special considerations for livestock farmers. In the Northeast, the winters are warming the most, and we are experiencing more rain in winter and spring. This means longer mud seasons and could mean more hay crop loss due to the increased heavy rain events in summer. Pastures that may have been frozen and blanketed with snow all winter in the past might not be now. Farmers have to rethink their management strategies in order to deal with a longer mud season and reduced reliance on hay. Continuous grazing is going to be increasingly detrimental to the land. Improving pasture management by adding such practices as rotational grazing, tall grazing, stockpiling, and winter bale grazing can result in more forage and increased soil health. Managed grazing will be particularly successful with higher rainfall. Managed grazing produces significantly more forage than continuous grazing. For example, a study in New York found that going to a rotational grazing system produces more forage. Just by dividing a pasture into 4 paddocks and rotating the same number of animals through produces 44% more grass than continually grazing that same patch as a whole. If you divide that same pasture into 16 paddocks, your forage increases by 138%. The smaller area forces animals to be less choosy, and the rest time allows plants to recover to a height where they can capture enough sunlight so that they strengthen the plant. Our increased rainfall should encourage strong plant growth with managed grazing. If we look at the effects of rotational grazing or adaptive high stock density grazing versus continuous grazing or a very slow rotational grazing, we can see that letting pastures have longer rest periods can significantly increase soil organic matter. In a study conducted by Alan Williams, he compared soil organic matter in pastures that had adaptive high stock density management compared to those that were continuously grazed. In the adaptive high stock density grazed pastures, animals were concentrated into smaller paddocks and moved every day. Paddocks were then left to rest and recover before being grazed again. This management technique resulted in almost double to triple the amount of organic matter throughout the soil profile than in the continuously grazed fields. The increase in organic matter comes from tall, healthy plants that have deep roots. When you overgraze the shoot, you overgraze the root. Overgrazing can also influence how dry pastures become. The shorter the grass and the more bare the soil, the hotter the soil temperatures are, and the more water that is evaporated from the soil than used for plant growth. Compare the soil temperatures from 2 parts of the same pasture, one that has been overgrazed and one where the grasses had been rested and allowed to grow to about 8 inches. There was a 25-degree difference between the 2 areas, even though they were less than 50 feet apart. Letting grass grow tall and stockpiling in the fields on the stem is great for letting animals harvest their own feed in fall and winter. It also builds organic matter, increases plant vigor, and reduces compaction. Winter bale grazing is another method to consider. In winter bale grazing, round bales are set out in the pasture in a checkerboard pattern, and they are sectioned off with polywire. Livestock are rotated throughout the pastures from bale to bale. As they move, they eat the bales and any residual forage left over in the pasture and evenly distribute manure and urine. This increases fertility and organic matter in the field and not concentrate it in the barnyard. A solution to help livestock adapt to higher temperatures is to include some trees in the pasture. Silver pasture provides shade to reduce heat stress in livestock as well as forage. For livestock farmers, warmer winters and more rainfall can be a good opportunity. More rainfall can make well-managed pastures more productive, and warmer winter temperatures mean less frozen water and less animal weight loss. In summary, climate change may have some slight benefits for livestock farmers in the Northeast as long as good pasture management is practiced. Rest and recovery of forage will be key. For more information and to sign up for the Northeast Climate Hub's quarterly newsletter, please visit our website.